let's just jump over to Tesla real quick. I want to explain how to trade Tesla in probably one of the most easiest ways, at least beginner. The EMA 20, okay? That's probably one of the most efficient ways to trade, setting your candles to Heikin-Ashi and developing a simple approach, because there's so many ways to make money in the stock market, whether it's selling puts, selling calls, and using stock options, or if it's just trading the stock itself, cryptocurrency futures, and so on and so on. But this right here in Tesla, if you just take a look at the EMA chart for an example, and let's zoom in, you can see that if it closes above the bar, right, or the bar closes above the EMA, it would be a long trade. So from Friday, the 19th of May 19th, we go from 170. Even if you got freaked out and you started selling right here, 192-ish, or 176, 176 all the way up to 250 in June 27th. So literally just shy of over a month, right? You had 100 points plus, almost 100 points jump in just Tesla alone. And this is why I like trading Tesla, because whether it's just the stock itself and you're trading shares, or if you're trading options, that's where you can really expand your portfolio. In the last 5 days, taking a look back at my account, I've placed literally just 6-7 trades, as simple as it can be, based off, I'm using ATR, which is average true range. But if you take a look at this, the EMA, but trading stock options, I've grew the portfolio in just 5 to 7 days and 5 to 7 positions or trades, literally over 53%. In just a week. And that's how I can't fathom anyone that can't make money. Easier said than done, but you literally just have to focus on your rules, stick to it, and go by the rules. And that's where 90% of traders fail, is because not only they lose money and they lose focus and they never come back, or simply because they don't stick to the rules and they don't have the right mentor or coach. But right here, the EMA alone can show you or literally help you with day trading, set to a day, and you can make decent money. Now, if we take a look at the 4 hourly, we can see a little bit more volatility, but this will help you see the overall trend and where it's headed. So for example, if you're in a bear market, it wouldn't make sense to do or to be a bull unless you can quickly make and be correct in a short amount of time. For instance, today we are up 4% in Tesla today. I'm not saying this is probably a reversal, but let's say that just in today it's up 4%. I made 10% with a bear position with a put in about 15 minutes. Now that was earlier when the stock had went up and then it crashed back down, and we can see that right here in this area, in this time frame. We went from 190 down to 187. With an out of the money put, the price doesn't have to move far. It just has to move in my direction or in that direction pretty soon, and it did. And there's where I picked up 10%. I was out 15 minutes and I'm done for the day. If you're an intraday trader, 9:45 to 10:45, sometimes 11:30, that's my goal in making money, and then I'm out. I don't usually like to trade the ticker because or not the ticker, but the opening, because you just never know which way the stock's going to go. Now, there are people that can trade out of after hours or before pre-hours and kind of guess where with a VWAP or something, where the price is going to be. But as you can see, we started in the 185. We quickly jumped up to 186, all the way up to 190 within that first 2 hours. And as you can see, I say 9:45 to 11:30, but somewhere after that time is when I actually was still in the trade and I still made money. But that's usually my go-to hours. But in this case, it wasn't. So the EMA 20 is something you really have to probably learn. The Ichimoku cloud, if we take a look at that, take a look at the 4 hourly. With that being said, we get a good feel of when Tesla started to be a bear. Am I saying that Tesla is going to be a bear in the long run? If you take a look at the 4 hourly, it looks like we're retracing a little bit and getting some more momentum up to the north side. It could fall back down all the way to 170s, and that's because of the last 2 earnings calls was poor. I mean, let's be real. The EV world is not doing so well like they thought it would. And that's probably because a lot of it was politically driven, and now people are starting to kind of have that backlash on Tesla, a lot of the other industries or the same companies within the industry. So with that being said, you are having some issues in the EV world with Tesla, especially the last 2 earnings calls. With that being said, you have to understand the fundamentals and the technicals and put those together, and that's where you kind of can build a good trade or an understanding of where prices may or may not go, and you will be a better and efficient trader with that way. So back on December 28th, that's when the Ichimoku cloud showed. Let me go to the 4 hourly and show you the lagging span line. Oh, this line right here, that's what that's called, the lagging span line. It started retracing down, and that's when it broke through the candlesticks. And therefore, anyone who's watched my videos prior to this will understand, and if you've ever used the Ichimoku, that once that lagging span line breaks, the current trend is pretty much over. Now we're waiting for the lagging span line to break through the trend and for our candlesticks to break through the bear cloud, and I want to see a bull cloud forming. Back here, that would be a prime example when we're in a bear and we're starting to see a bull cloud, just like we did right in this area. So this right here, we would have started seeing this on the charts. And then with the other rules, the lagging span line breaks up through the cloud and through our candlesticks, and it was off to the races from December 14th around 241 up to 262 on December 28th. So 14 days, literally 2 weeks, and then it started retracing down. What will it do from here? Who's to say? This could be a reversal. I'm not too confident that it is, though. Given the earnings call, looking at the finances of Tesla, I'm going to say I'm going to go ahead and be a continuing bear. This is literally just an up day, and that's because probably the SPY, if I take a look at the SPY, it's probably up. Yep, it's up 0.68%. QQQ, all tech stocks, it's up 0.93%. So that's more than likely the market's driving Tesla today. So when the market, SPY, look for a ticker symbol that covers a fund for whatever industry and whatever stock you're looking at. If it's up, then more than likely your stock will be up. So in this case, QQQ, SPY is up. Tesla is obviously up. Tomorrow, I'm not going to say it's going to be up. We're getting into some resistance on the 1 hourly now, and it's already 340. So by the time 4 o'clock hits, after hours trading into those hours, you're probably going to see a lot of resistance here. If it happens to break through, then tomorrow could be a bull. But I'm not going to say I'm too confident in that. Matter of fact, with that being said, we're getting too high up in the RSI now in the 1 hourly. So tomorrow, I'm going to be a bear again. I am going to put options on out of the money. And that's just my strategy. That's how I made 53% in the last couple of days, just literally trading put options. Now, I did do a call option, I think, on Apple, and that's pretty much it. But for the remaining course of the trading days that I did take trades, I was bear. I mean, I'm trading bear positions in a bear market, right? We're in a bear trend for Tesla, and so I'm going to be trading with that trend. I'm not going to trade outside of it. There may be a quick opportunity that you could put a call on, like literally for today, you could have bought a call and made some money. And it's really just knowing how and when to buy those out of the money, in the money calls, when to buy naked puts, when to buy naked calls. There's also selling premium, and I'm going to be teaching that. So what I want you to do is make a comment. Make sure you always like and subscribe, but drop a comment in what you want me to teach you, and I'll start making videos of it. You look back, I was a former hedge fund manager. A lot of my team was active duty military, so we kind of had to dissolve because things got busy with their jobs. So I'm just finding myself trading again with my own accounts and helping you guys. So anyways, this is all about you. This is all about learning how to be a better trader, how to be effective in the stock market as a beginner. If you're, even if you're knowledgeable and you've been trading, I'm glad to have you by. Make sure you like, subscribe, and as always, I'll see you next time.